to Vidyanagar online science class. Today I am going to discuss with you the remaining points from more about salts. At the end of today's module, you will learn about washing soda, water of crystallization, plaster of Paris, etc. Let's begin today's class. The another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride is washing soda. Washing soda is sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water. Washing soda is sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water. That is Na2CO3 10H2O is called washing soda. Na2CO3 10H2O. So what is washing soda? Washing soda is sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water. If there is 10 molecules of water in sodium carbonate, we can term them as washing soda. And what is this 10 molecules of water? What does it indicate? So that 10 molecules of water means water of crystallization. Water of crystallization. That means the water of crystallization in Na2CO3 is 10. That Na2CO3 contains 10 molecules of water. So water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in a salt. What is water of crystallization? Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water present in a salt. Here 10 molecules of water in sodium carbonate. So the water of crystallization of sodium carbonate is 10. So if there is 10 molecules of water, they are washing soda. So washing soda is the sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water. So what is water of crystallization? Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecule present in a salt. Fixed number of water molecule present in a salt is water of crystallization. We can check in some more examples. Okay, CuSO4 5H2O. Copper sulfate. Copper sulfate contains 5 molecules of water, which means the water of crystallization in copper sulfate is 5. Guys, these 5 molecules of water gives blue color to the copper sulfate. Copper sulfate exists in blue color. Why? Because copper sulfate contains 5 molecules of water. This 5 molecules of water gives blue color to the copper. Why copper sulfate in blue color? Because copper sulfate contains 5 molecules of water. If they loses this 5 molecules of water, they changes the color from blue to white. So if copper sulfate loses its 5 molecules of water, the blue color changes to white. So water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecule present in a salt, like zinc sulfate, right? Zinc sulfate, ZnSO4 7H2O is there, ZnSO4 6H2O is there. So in this compound the water of crystallization is 7 and here the water of crystallization is 6. Okay, so zinc sulfate 7H2O is zinc sulfate heptahydrate. Zinc sulfate heptahydrate. Hepta means what? 7. So in that way sodium carbonate 10H2O can be used in another way like sodium carbonate decahydrate. So chemically Na2CO3 10H2O is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Deca means what? 10. So in sodium carbonate how many water molecules? 10. So the name of sodium carbonate is washing soda is there. Just like one more name is there, sodium carbonate decahydrate. So the chemical name of Na2CO3 10H2O is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Sodium carbonate decahydrate. Deca means what? 10. So what is this 10? 10 is the water of crystallization. The fixed number of water molecule present in a salt. So the water of crystallization in copper sulfate is 5. So that 5 molecules of water gives blue color to the copper sulfate. And in case of zinc sulfate exists in 2 forms. ZnSO4 7H2O is there. ZnSO4 6H2O. ZnSO4 7H2O is zinc sulfate heptahydrate. Hepta means 7. 7 molecules of water. Hydrate. What it means hydrate? That we discussed in our previous class, that hydrated salts and anhydrous salts. Hydrated salts contain water molecules. Hydrated salts contains water molecules and anhydrous salts contains water molecules? No. Anhydrous compounds does not contain or they do not have water molecules in them. They are anhydrous. So, hydrated salts contain water molecules and anhydrous salts does not contain or they do not have any water molecules in them. So, that is anhydrous or hydrated. So, zinc sulfate heptahydrate. Heptahydrate means 7 water molecules. And in case of zinc sulfate, 6H2O, zinc sulfate hexahydrate, hexagon. Have you heard about hexagon? Hexagon is the shape with 6 sides, right? So hexa. Hexa means 6. So hexahydrate, 6 molecules of water. That is zinc sulfate, 6H2O. So the water of crystallization in zinc sulfate hexahydrate, 6. In zinc sulfate heptahydrate, 7. And in copper sulfate, 5. And in sodium carbonate decahydrate, 10. So this number is the water of crystallization. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in a salt. And washing soda is sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water. Okay. Sodium carbonate exists in 3 forms. Sodium carbonate exists in 3 forms. One form we discussed now, that is Na2CO3 10H2O. There are other 2 forms of sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 H2O and Na2CO3. This Na2CO3 H2O contain only 1 molecules of water. So the name is sodium carbonate monohydrate. Mono means 1. Na2CO3 XH2O, not H2O. Na2CO3 H2O contains 1 molecule of water, which means sodium carbonate monohydrate. You know, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide contains only 1 oxygen, CO, and carbon dioxide contains 2 oxygen, CO2. So dioxide, monoxide. Okay, so in that way, Na2CO3 H2O contains only 1 molecule of water, that is sodium carbonate monohydrate. This is sodium carbonate decahydrate 10. This is monohydrate. And the another form is Na2CO3 anhydrous sodium carbonate. Anhydrous sodium carbonate. Anhydrous sodium carbonate do not have water of crystallization. That is anhydrous. So sodium carbonate exists in 3 forms. Washing soda and sodium carbonate monohydrate, and the last one anhydrous sodium carbonate. This anhydrous sodium carbonate is soda ash. The another name of anhydrous sodium carbonate is soda ash. Hydrated sodium carbonate, washing soda. Hydrated sodium carbonate means what? Sodium carbonate with water molecules. That is washing soda. Write the chemical formula for hydrated sodium carbonate. So your answer should be Na2CO3 10H2O. And write the molecular formula for anhydrous sodium carbonate. That is Na2CO3 and the name is soda ash. Washing soda, hydrated sodium carbonate, and soda ash, anhydrous sodium carbonate. Okay, so washing soda is the sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water, and this 10 is the water of crystallization. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecule present in a salt, and water of crystallization of copper gives blue color to the copper. When it loses its 5 molecules of water, the blue color changes to white. Now we are about to discuss the preparation of washing soda. How to prepare washing soda from sodium chloride. I told you sodium chloride is the raw material for the preparation of washing soda. Right. So now we are going to discuss about how we can prepare washing soda from sodium chloride. Okay. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. Recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. What does it indicate? The recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. Okay, let's discuss about this. On heating baking soda. What is baking soda? Baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate is baking soda. On heating this baking soda, we get the products like sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. So which are the products obtained during the heating of baking soda? When we heat the baking soda or sodium hydrogen carbonate, we get the products like sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. And this sodium carbonate is anhydrous sodium carbonate. This is anhydrous sodium carbonate. What does it indicate? Anhydrous. Anhydrous means which do not have any water of crystallization. There is no water content at all. That is anhydrous sodium carbonate. Right. So the anhydrous sodium carbonate obtained from the heating of baking soda dissolves in water. The anhydrous sodium carbonate obtained from the heating of baking soda mix in the water and allow to cool for some time. And during the cooling, the water evaporates and it leaves behind the crystals of sodium carbonate. And these crystals of sodium carbonate is washing soda. These crystals contains 10 molecules of water. That is the meaning of recrystallization of sodium carbonate. So the anhydrous sodium carbonate obtained from the heating of baking soda mixes with the water and allowed to cool for some time. Due to the evaporation of water, we get the crystals of sodium carbonate, and these crystals of sodium carbonate is known as washing soda. So that is the recrystallization of sodium carbonate or recrystallization of soda ash. Why? Because anhydrous sodium carbonate is soda ash. So how to manufacture washing soda? The sodium carbonate obtained from the heating of baking soda, mix in the water and allowed to cool for some time, and due to the evaporation of water, we get the crystals of sodium carbonate, and these crystals of sodium carbonate is washing soda, which contains 10 molecules of water. Uses of washing soda. As the name washing soda indicates, it is used in the laundries to clean clothes. Washing soda is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. Washing soda is used in the manufacture of number of substances like soap, borax, glass, caustic soda, etc. It is also used as a laboratory reagent. So the uses of washing soda are: it is used in the laundries to clean the clothes. It is used in the manufacture of number of substances like glass, paper, soap, borax, caustic soda. It is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. And finally, it is used as a laboratory reagent. These are the uses of washing soda. And washing soda is chemically sodium carbonate decahydrate. It is a basic salt. Plaster of Paris. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses its 1.5 molecules of water and forms another product named plaster of Paris. On heating gypsum, CaSO4 2H2O is gypsum. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses its 1.5 molecules of water. See, 1.5 molecules of water and forms another product named CaSO4 half H2O. Thus, CaSO4 half H2O is plaster of Paris, POP. And plaster of Paris is chemically calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means what? Half. Hemihydrate. Hydrate means water. So half molecules of water. So CaSO4 contains half molecules of water. That is plaster of Paris. So what is chemically plaster of Paris? Plaster of Paris is chemically calcium sulfate hemihydrate. So The 373 Kelvin, the temperature range is very important. If we conduct the reaction in 373 Kelvin, we will get the desired product, otherwise we will not get the correct product. Okay, so that 373 Kelvin is very important. We have to maintain the temperature to get the plaster of Paris. So how to manufacture plaster of Paris? On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses its 1.5 molecules of water and forms a product named plaster of Paris. So what is the chemical formula for plaster of Paris? CaSO4 half H2O. CaSO4 2H2O is gypsum. CaSO4 2H2O, this is gypsum. And CaSO4 half H2O, plaster of Paris. So on heating, gypsum at 373 Kelvin loses 1.5 molecules of water and forms a product named calcium sulfate hemihydrate or plaster of Paris. And this plaster of Paris is a white powder. Plaster of Paris is a white powder. Doctors use this plaster of Paris to plaster the fractured bone. So that white powder is calcium sulfate hemihydrate or plaster of Paris. When we mix the water in plaster of Paris is CaSO4 half H2O. On mixing this with water, it gains 1.5 molecules of water and forms CaSO4 2H2O. So CaSO4 2H2O is gypsum. Gypsum is a hardest mass or hard substance. So on adding water to plaster of Paris is a white powder with the molecular formula CaSO4 half H2O, calcium sulfate hemihydrate, contains only half molecules of water. On adding water into this white powder, what happens? It mixes with the 1.5 molecules of water and forms CaSO4 2H2O, that is gypsum, and gypsum is a hardest substance or hard substance. So what happens when we put on the plaster on the fractured positions or fractured parts? What happens actually there? So the plaster of Paris plus water we are applying here, so that is actually gypsum. So this white powder, plaster of Paris, CaSO4 half H2O is calcium sulfate hemihydrate, is used by the doctors to plaster the fractured bone, and on heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, it loses its 1.5 molecules of water and forms the product named plaster of Paris, and the plaster of Paris is chemically calcium sulfate hemihydrate with the molecular formula CaSO4 half H2O. When we mix plaster of Paris with the water, it forms gypsum with the molecular formula CaSO4 2H2O.
Uses of plaster of Paris. In medical science, it is used for setting fractured bones in the right position and making casts in industry. In making toys, cast for statues, decorating materials, jewelry and cosmetics. In making the surface smooth, example, that walls, ceiling, etc. before paint. In making decorative designs on the ceilings, pillars, etc. to beautify the house or the buildings. In making chalks for writing on the blackboard. In laboratory for making the appliances airtight by sealing the papers at the stopper, etc. In making fireproof materials. It is used for producing molds for industries such as pottery, ceramics. On mixing with water, it changes into plastic mass and solidifies due to rehydration. This is called setting of plaster of Paris. CaSO4 half H2O plus 1.5 H2O gives CaSO4 2H2O. CaSO4 half H2O is plaster of Paris and CaSO4 2H2O is gypsum. It is used for setting fractured bones in the right position in the body. It is used for making statues, models and other decorating materials. It is used as fireproofing material. These are the uses of plaster of Paris.
That's all about today's class. Watch the video carefully. We'll meet you soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.